Welcome to Easy Spreadsheets for Life. Today I'm going to show you our super easy, super helpful expense tracker for your monthly expenses. It's really easy to set up and use, so let's just jump right in. So this is the Start Here tab, and the only thing you're going to do on this tab is to enter your currency. Here I've got the dollar, so you just click in the cell, enter your currency symbol, and then the spreadsheet will update. And then here you can list bank accounts if you want to. This is an optional thing that you can do, but it might be helpful if you're drawing from multiple accounts with your expenses. So I have a couple of examples here. I'll just enter one more account. And then over here are the expense categories. And you can either keep the categories that will be listed here as a default, or you can completely delete them and create your own expense categories. But this list will show up in the expense tracker as you're entering your data for each expense. So let's go over there. All right, this is the expense tracker template, and this is where you will enter all the information for your individual expenses. So up here, you can, if you want to, select the budget month. If you want to keep track of your expenses by month, you can select a month here. I'll just select June. And then in the table, you'll see I've already got some mock data in here. You would just enter a date. And then you can also double click and a calendar will show up in Google Sheets and Excel. And then you would just enter who you paid the expense to. So I'll just say Netflix, and then I'll choose a category. I'll enter the amount. I only have to enter the number. I don't have to enter decimal, zeros, or anything. The template will format that automatically for you. And I'm just tabbing, just hitting the tab key from field to field. And here I can select how I paid for the expense. So I'll just select check. And then here is where I can select from the accounts I listed in the Start Here tab. I can enter a description if I want to, monthly subscription, and then any notes if I wanted to. That's totally optional though. And then up here at the top, the template will auto-generate this bar graph, and it will break down the totals in each of your categories. And then here you can see that the template totals all of the expenses that are entered for this budget month here. And one more thing with the graph, you can actually click on the graph and then hover over the elements to see more information. Okay, so the nice thing about this template is that you can actually duplicate it for every month. So what I would do is I would select this little down arrow on the tab and I would click duplicate. Okay, and then it makes a copy of the exact template that I was just in. So I would want to rename this, and because here I had June, I'm going to rename this July. So I just click on the down arrow, select rename, and start typing. And I'm going to enter July, hit enter. And now I have this exact tab as the expense tracker, except it's named July. So what I would do is I would delete all of this data that was for June and start over in the month of July. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to change a few dates here. I'm going to leave the rest of the data so I can show you what that looks like when we get to the search tab. Okay, now I've got all of these. I'm going to change a few of these. Let's see, 50, just so it's a little bit different. Now, I have this tab for July. Now I can go to the search tab, and I just have to enter the tab name here. So I could search either expense tracker, or I could search the July tab. So I'm going to enter July exactly as it's spelled. It has to be exact with spaces and all that. And then I would select the category I want to search. So let's say I want to search what expenses I paid for in the category of household, or let me go to charity, food. Okay, so there's not that many. Personal care, there's nothing for that. And I'll just go back to here. And then up here, it shows you which expenses you paid as far as the name of the paid to up here. And If you click on it, it'll tell you how much. So if there were like several here, you would have a variety of bars up here telling you the total for each one. And that's all there is to it. It's super easy. You just go to your expense tracker, you enter the information, and the spreadsheet does all the totals for you. You can duplicate the tracker for every month and rename it. You can search by tab name. And if you have any additional questions, you can come back to the Start Here tab, and we have a contact link here. And then this video, um, a page on our website with frequently asked questions, and then also tips and tricks to help you just get the most out of your spreadsheets. Thanks for watching our tutorial. If you have any questions, please reach out. We would love to help you get started with your expense tracker, and we wish you all the best in your financial goals.